You're playing the slots, and you've been there for about an hour, maybe two. You go through your whole bankroll and you see that you only have a few spins left. And that's it. Reality is sinking in. That's it. You finish with your last spin, lucky chance spin winner, boom, nothing. You get up, devastating loss. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another walk-in talk. This is episode number 6, and today we are dancing around the topic of losing. The realities of losing, how that feels the day or the night of, and how it feels the next morning, the day after, and what I've experienced. Okay, so I published a video yesterday. Yeah, I gave my local casino another try. After experiencing many times losing at this casino, it's hard, guys. It's just hard to lose. It's hard to lose even when you've changed your habits. Even when you go there, you went from taking $3,000 a trip to $500 a trip. Even that. Even changing your mindset from gambler to entertainment. Right? Gambler to entertainment. Even that, man. Losing is not easy. Any form of losing. Doesn't matter if you play slots, doesn't matter if you gamble online, doesn't matter if you make bets on sports. Oh, look at this. Got CDs on the tree. Why are they on the tree? Physical media on the tree. What is that? ZZ Top? That's a great album. Interesting. I am a big physical media buff. I love physical media. I collect. For years I've been collecting. And that's one of my calming hobbies of many, which I'll touch on, because that helps me cope with the losses. But let's first talk about the day or the night of, right when you begin to lose, right when you lose, right when you get up and you realize, hey, another losing day, you lost big. And this is not cool. This is not cool anymore. Okay? What's going on here? You look around. What's going on here, man? Why can't I win anymore? What really is going on here? Is it a conspiracy? Are they out to get you and you only? Is your card rigged? All these thoughts go in your head like they're targeting you somehow. In reality, guys, they're targeting not just you, a lot of people, everybody. You know, some of you guys think that, hey, here you go again. Here's a guy that still gambles and is trying to tell us how to approach this topic. But let me tell you something, guys, with that. Somebody that's lived through it, somebody that's living through the pain and misery of losing money at a casino is who you should listen to, not somebody that doesn't do it and, hey, you know, never experiences the setbacks, never experiences what we experience. Because, yeah, they can give you advice from afar, but they can't give you advice near and dear to their heart, see? We had this discussion the other day during our Thanksgiving dinner where we were talking about doctors. And, you know, when you go to a doctor and when you go to like a young doctor, especially an older patient, right, that's experiencing pain, they can only go by what they read. You know, a 25-year-old, 30-year-old doctor is really not going to know. You know, he's going to know somewhat of what the books tell him. but he hasn't really been through the experiences of old age, of getting older. Because there are home remedies that you can do that they're not known in books. They're not known. They're not written. Some come from the old country that they're not practiced in the Americas. You know, here in America, they write you a prescription for every single little pain that you have. Oh, okay, here's some pills. All right, take this. Oh, take that. How come they never talk about self-healing? How come they never talk about eating right? How come they never talk about, boosting up your system with eating clean? Stop eating processed stuff. No, everything to them is a prescription. Here, take this. Here, take that. No. They talk about what's written in books, but not from experience. See, I'd rather go to a doctor that's been through it, an older gentleman or a woman that's been through and that knows something extra. Same thing with gambling, man. You're listening to me because I'm living through it now. You're listening to me because I know, I lived through it. I've been there. I was a high roller. And where am I at now? I didn't make it rich, from gambling. I didn't succeed, no. The end result from high rolling was I lost a lot of money. And now I slowed my roll. I don't go there that many times anymore. I don't go there with any expectations. And I say that with caution because, I'm betting slower bets. I'm betting lower bets, but still losing sucks, man. Yeah, we don't have any expectations, and I talk about this, but how can you go from losing every single time, right? The video I published yesterday, Groundhog Day, Bill Murray. Every day you wake up, every time you go to your local casino, it's the same damn result. It results in the same thing, right? Even for entertainment, what kind of entertainment is that, ladies and gentlemen? To lose? So, it's like, yeah, why are you giving me advice? You're a gambler. Why should I listen to you? Right? You're such a hypocrite, no? I am not. I'm experienced. I know what I'm talking about because I'm living through it now. And I'm sharing the realities of my experiences. That's the difference. Somebody that's never lived through the pitfalls, somebody that's never lost something that they shouldn't have, they don't know the feeling. Get out of here with that. You don't know what I'm feeling. Only you know that you've experienced this. So what now? Sitting there in front of a machine, you lost every penny, you're going home broke, going to the parking lot, and all these thoughts, the night of, minutes after you lost everything at a casino. What goes through your guys' mind? Leave it in the comments. Oh, stupid me. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I'm so dumb. Should have stayed home. I'm quitting gambling. Can I go on and on? Should I go on and on? Should I? What other thoughts go through your head? Why couldn't I win? Just one more bonus. I was up a little bit. Why couldn't I build on that? Why did I have to lose after I hit a bonus? Why didn't I change machines? Why did I get so greedy? Why did I even go? Don't put yourself too down, guys. It's not your fault. It's not totally your fault. It's a beautiful morning here. Just walking through the alleyways. It's actually, no, it's not. I think it's like 11 o'clock. It's not totally your fault, guys. These casinos are so greedy. These machines make it look like you're going to win now. It's your time. When is it your time? Never. And to add salt to the wound, you see people winning. You see people hitting that major that you wanted to watch and win. But it seems like it just never, ever happens to you. Why doesn't it happen to you? Why? What's going on? Are you pressing the button the wrong way? You're playing the same machine. You're playing the same denom. You're playing the same bet. Why? Look at this. Somebody threw away their old rug. How old is this rug? Another rug. Look at this old stool or whatever. What kind of life has this lived? Wow. So you're betting the same bets. You're playing the same machine. Sometimes not next to the person that's hitting all the stuff you want to hit, but it just seems like it's never happening to you. And you feel sad, you feel lonely, you feel like you never have luck. You might feel like you're cursed. Somebody cursed you. Somebody eyed you. In my culture, there's a thing where we talk about. It's called a bad eye. It's called bad eye, man. You bad eye. You're a bad eye. We hang this eye. Okay? Somewhere in our house or in our car for somebody that has bad eyes to stay away. Bad eyes can mean jealousy. Bad eyes can mean, somebody that wants you to fail all the time. They want your misery. They want your fail. So we hang this little thing with an eye. In my language, we call that an achk. And you feel like somebody cursed you, or like what's going on, right? So, although these machines are they say they're totally random and it's just your luck, it has nothing to do with the player's card. I beg to differ on that one, guys. I think that these machines are so sophisticated in a way where pretty much they have this thing down. It's no secret that I went last night and I experienced something that I felt really horrible, Having done it over and over again, this one felt a little different. The sting was different this time. The sting was a little different. And I really felt like enough was enough with this BS already, Enough is enough, man. When am I going to ever learn? And I think I did. Okay. You see, I've noticed so many times when you're new to some place, they have this thing where they probably, I don't know how they do it, but why is it that new people always win those big, huge jackpots? Why is it that new members win? Why can't I always win? Why do I always lose? If the casinos were in the up and up and they only had the odds stacked, for them, I'd be okay with that, 40-60 in their favor, even 30-70 in their favor. But I feel like they need to cheat. I feel like they need to add a little more to the system to make you sit there, play, and you know what? Yeah, you could probably say it's your fault. Don't blame the casinos. You went. Nobody forced you to go, right? That's true. Nobody forced us to go. And also, nobody forced us to bet. But it feels good to win sometimes, man. That's what we want. We want to win sometimes. And when that doesn't happen, it's such a sucky feeling. So you sit there, you get up, you feel hopeless, you're going to the car. It hurts. The first night it hurts. Some people choose to cope with alcohol. Some people say, I'm going to go take a hot shower, sleep it off. Some people go to a restaurant and eat what they shouldn't. Some people, visit their old exes and want to get away from it all. Some people take out more money and dig themselves a deeper hole, and that's really never ever works well in your favor. That's just a recipe for more disaster. But First night it hurts. The first night it hurts. That's what I was feeling. I didn't lose much, guys. I didn't even lose at all. If you watch the video, I played a desperate blackjack hand at the end. Lost 500 on that machine. Got up, 30-minute session or 20-minute session, $500 Dragon Link. Got up, I decided to go to the blackjack, put that whole another 500, risking another 500. Could have been down 1,000, and at that point I don't even know what I would have done because my gambling was kicking in, my anger was kicking in. I don't know. Luckily, the first hand I won the 500 back. I get up, the dealer looks at me, goes, hey, where are you going? Hey, you just got a 20. Where are you going? Yeah. My ass, where am I going? Don't worry about where I'm going, Mr. Dealer. Don't worry about it. All right? They're shocked. They're surprised you're getting up after one hand. How could this be? We weren't ready to take your money. That 20 was a fluke. That 20 wasn't supposed to happen. I didn't know you were going to get up and leave. Let me cash in your chips at least. Let me cash in your chips. Nah, don't worry about it. I'll cash in my own chips. Thank you very much. They looked at me. They kind of looked at me funny. Like, well, what is that? That's not traditional. What's this guy doing? And I felt good, man. It felt good to stick it to them, man. I'm going home. You're not taking my money here. I'm going home. I'm not jaywalking this time, guys. Are you proud of me? I'm not jaywalking this time. So I went in, cashed in the $1,000, cashed out, got up and left. I was still feeling the sting though. I felt the sting. I felt the sting of a loser. And common, yes. And today I woke up after going through a lot of comments on that video I posted last night. Pure reality. That video came from the heart, guys. That video came from what I was feeling. You can tell. Nothing scripted. I don't do scripts, guys. I don't do teleprompters at all. There's no teleprompter here. Where's teleprompter? Where the hell is a teleprompter? This is a nice plaid. Read the comments in the morning. Appreciate all of you, like always. Responded to as many as I could get to. Read them all. The video's doing well. And now I'm on for a walk and talk. Woke up in the morning, had my coffee. I feel better, guys. I feel like that sleep that I had, it really kind of worked wonders. The next day, the losing, a lot of the pain goes away. A lot of the anger goes away. So here's where it gets dangerous for some people. That might lead you to go back the next day and do something different. Had I only done this, had I only done that, I could have been a winner. Take that out of your mind, guys. Nope. You're not going to go and get revenge on them. What is that going to do to you guys? It's going to make you lose more, man. I'm not going. My old me would have went. Took more money out and left. Been back over there like a sucker, trying to make wrongs right. And then how does it feel? Back-to-back losses? Back on the escalator, back in the car, kicking yourself once again, sitting in traffic, thinking you're just a horrible person and you never learn, thinking you're just addicted and there's no hope for you. I've been down that road too. So, after that night, yesterday, I feel much better. And this is from a guy that left even. But let me tell you, don't let what happened yesterday fool you. There's been so many times where I went home down thousands of dollars, down less money in my wallet. No money in my wallet. I'm telling you. Hurt. Was feeling like crap. I was feeling like crap. I always kept in my mind, though, there's another day. The sun will rise. I never let the feeling of losing take that control over me where I wanted to take drastic action. If that happens to you guys, where you have no hope, you see no future, where you see nothing that can help you, and you want to do something to harm yourself or others, check yourself into a place that can help you. Professional help, okay? Losing in casinos, there's no justification for you committing harm to yourself, guys. Money comes and goes. Money comes and goes. You have money one day, you don't have money the next. What happens when you pay your bills? You got a lot of them in your account. Once it's time to pay the rent, what happens to your account? It goes down. A common thing is for people to think after a big loss, how the hell am I going to recoup the money I lost? This money is my paycheck. How the hell am I going to recoup this thing? What am I going to do, man? Work extra hours? I'm broke. I can't even buy myself a Big Mac. You shouldn't even be eating Big Macs, but you know what I mean. How? Tell me. How the hell am I going to recoup the losses? And this is where people F up again. They go there to win their losses back. They chase. If only I could hit that major, I can bring those losses back and start over. Never happens, guys. Ever heard a person say, big wins come when you're not least expecting them? It's true. When I hit those majors that I've hit on Lightning Link and Dragon, I wasn't expecting that. It just happened. But those are rare, guys. I'm not trying to influence you to go and hit those majors. Those are super, 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 super rare. They don't happen, guys. They do not happen. One in how many thousands hit that? So the next morning, I wake up today. I feel great, man. I feel great, yeah. Again, there's been times where I've lost a lot of money and it was hard to recoup, right? But I learned, if you're in the shoes where you lost the money and you don't have the money anymore that you lost, I've learned to walk away. I've learned to just forget about those losses. Again, I've said this before. It's what you do the next day that counts. It's what you do the next day that counts. Don't dwell on the losses. Those losses are gone. They'll never be back. You win the next day. I'm not saying go and try, but if you're there for fun and you happen to win something, treat that as a new day. Treat that as something new in your life, a new chapter that you went for fun, you hit it, fine. And when you lose, again, a lot of thoughts go in your head, like, what's up, man? People have actually stopped going to casinos. People have actually said, you know what, no more. It's a common thing to say, I quit after you lose, but then you get over it and then you go back. So the thing I can tell myself, and again, it's great that I'm in this. You want to listen to me because I'm in this. I'm going through it right now and in real time. But the first thing that I'm going to do is evaluate my whole situation and why. I'm asking the question, why? Why do I do this? Why do I do this? Is it because I want to win money? Is it because I want to spend time? Is it because I'm bored? Is it because I'm bored? Is it because I want to take that? It's like a coke addict, right? You're searching for that addiction. You're searching for that next high, that next fix. And when you don't have that coke or that heroin, you go crazy, right? You always want to feel that. You always are. You're searching for that high. You're searching. People sometimes go, they don't care if they lose. They're just in the game. That's their addiction. They forget about their life, the challenges they have in their life, the hard times. When people are at a casino, okay, they forget about the outside life. They silence their phones. They don't want to be bothered. It's true. It's very true. And we talk about having a good attitude. The reason why you lose is because you're always negative. Yeah, I started the day feeling fresh, feeling new, and being positive. But then when you start losing, guys, I just lost another $100. I'm still positive. Trust me, even if you're a multi-millionaire, losing anything sucks. You still don't. You had something once, but you lost it. You don't have that anymore. It's gone. Losing sucks. It's hard to maintain a good attitude when you get the same outcome over and over again. So why is this the case? Like, are casinos doing something with their machines? Why is it the same story I hear that I've experienced 2 years? Something has changed. Did they manipulate something? Did they add some kind of new company to the mix where it changes the outcome for us? What's really going on here with these bad losses that we're experiencing? Why is it that it's the same story with everybody that I talked to? 2 years ago they were getting hand pays, and now it's hard to get hand pays at $5 to $10. Why is it when you start a new game, when a new game comes out, they trick people into thinking this is a good game now? Wow, I can actually hit bonuses. And this has happened to me countless times, where I was successful in the beginning of the game launch, but then when played it a couple of times, and then I lost big money because I thought, hey, I was going to hit what I hit last time on it. How many times has this ever happened? And I noticed this, no problem.
I know you can't hear.
Hey, what's going on? How many times you started playing a game, you were a beginner's luck candidate. You never played Buffalo, but the first time you played it, like me on the Shark, slice and dice. I sliced and diced it, but then the next go around, I thought that it was going to be good because, hey, I just found a game that's cool, that pays. I did it. I found the secret to success. You saw the video. I got sliced and diced this time. And by the way, that's not the only time I got sliced and diced. I didn't post the other losers. Yeah, I did lose before that too. They were so bad that I didn't post them. So, it's real. What's going on with me is real. They trick you, they get you hooked, then they spit you out. That's the way it works. And I believe in that. Totally random. So how is it? Why is it random? If it was random, then once in a while we would win, right? If it's random. Like I said, I gave you that analogy with the coin. You can't flip heads 10 out of 10 times. It's not impossible, but it's hard. Okay, fair toss. It's hard. It's hard to do. So this has to do with player card and face recognition. Does it exist? I don't know. I'm not in the industry. I haven't talked to anybody that's an insider. And even if this was the case, you think they'd spill the beans? You would think that these guys are under such heavy NDA that they cannot talk about it, or else their lives, careers will be over. I don't know. I don't know what else to think, guys, because I go with streaks. If a team's going to lose and has a losing record, what does that tell me? That tells me that the team sucks. Right? So I go by record. I go by my observations. I go by what I've experienced. All right. It's true. Now, today I feel better. The day after the losses, I can move on. The day after the nightmare situation, I just felt sick, guys. I went to my local place again. I felt like this is done. I'm done. I'm really done, guys. My plan now is to stick it one time to them, knowing full well I'm not going to go there again. But I really want to take something from this place. I really want to go as if my old habits. Look at this. Beautiful colors. Go in there like as if I'm doing it again. Hey, where's Vegas Matt's book? I'm looking for it. Peace, Like, and River. Peace, Like, and Casino. Just like this sign says right here. Slow down. Slow down at casinos. So, what else? Yeah. You know, I want to stick it to them one last time. I mean it. They upped my free play. You know, I want to stick it to them. Cash out every single penny I can and leave. Leave there with something of theirs this time. Leave there with something of theirs. Small little victory for what I've been experiencing, and that's going to help me heal. That is really going to help me heal. Sure, abstinence will also help me, but that's also going to help me heal. Taking something from them this time. And I want to try this because I want to see how long it takes for them to really cut me off with the free play. Noticing what I'm doing, the changes, and seeing what they'll do in retaliation with my perks. I'm interested to know. We'll see what happens. December is tomorrow. Posting this video tomorrow, December 1st. Today is November 30th. The day before I post this. And I'm going to do it, dude. I'm going to do it. That's what I'm going to do. Go there, play the free play, and get the hell out of Dodge. As far as looking for a new place, I'm going to limit my trips to a casino, my recording days per se, and see if I'm having fun. If I go to the Hard Rock Tejon, and if things change, if I can somehow go there once every 2 weeks, record 5 or 10 videos, and somehow I'm getting hand pay, somehow I'm winning, somehow things changing, I'll continue that trend. And again, keep in mind that I'm going to still treat it as entertainment. Now, if this same crap happens over there with a small budget, guess what? I'm not going to repeat the same mistakes I've been repeating at this local place. I don't mention their name, guys. I don't want to even give them any. I'm so disgusted that I just don't want to even say the name from my mouth. I don't want to say it anymore. So, that's the realities of this thing, guys. We are approaching the car that I like. So, oh, holy crap. All right, so I almost bit the big one right there. This needs to be fixed. City, this needs to be fixed. Not acceptable. Gone el chiste. But this needs to be fixed. I almost fell. So anybody that's in this city knows that needs to be fixed, guys. If it was an elderly person, big problem. So let's talk about what has changed this last 2 or 3 years. Okay, out of COVID, I think they lost a lot of money. You gotta understand, 1 week out of business, that's a big swing for these scam places. That's a big thing. Black will turn to red. They lose a lot of money. So, in my honest opinion, this is what I observed. Okay? Out of COVID, they loosened up the play. Where people would win for about 6 months to a year after COVID, they really loosened up the play. People would win. That was my experience. After about a year of that, I said no more. Something happened in that 1 year where they just turned the faucet off, and all of a sudden, the same time, you saw the boom of slot influencers. You saw the boom of channels. Like I said, how long has Vegas Match Channel been around? The highest, biggest, fastest growing channel in the space, Vegas Mat. Right? They're not that old. You know, that channel is not that old. Whether you like them, whether you hate them, that's not the case I'm making. All right? The case I'm making is the boom of this influencer. All right? Boom. How many new channels do you pop up? A lot. Sure, there are OGs in the game like NG. He's been doing this for some time. I think Raja's been doing this for a time. Vegas Low Roller has been doing this for a long time. And a few others. But in reality, the reality of this thing is this happened, the boom happened, and that influenced the common folk that really doesn't go out and take money and risk it, to now risk it. I am going to risk it because I see these people hitting it, and I'm going to do it. How many of you guys lost money because of that? I'd love for the community to sit down. What a nice day, huh? I'd love for the community, I would love for everybody to do this, to rise up. Okay, this is what I want all these channels to do. Start a movement. I'm not saying say it in one of your videos for 5 seconds. Hey, by the way, gamble responsibly. Yeah, whatever. What are the chances of that addicted, hurtful person that's influenced by your gameplay watching that segment? Very little. Like, I know guys that watch these videos, they just fast forward to the jackpot. 2 minutes, they're out. So many people tell me I don't even watch these channels. I just fast forward to the jackpot at the end. I want to know if they won or lost, and I just quit it. They hit it and quit it with these videos. They don't watch the 30 minutes or the hour. They want to know if Vegas Mat won. They just fast forward to the end. Boom, that's it. You got to put up with a commercial or two. Right? Yeah, you got to put up with a commercial, because once you start fast forwarding, YouTube's going to hit you with an ad. So they got one ad out of you. But that hurtful person that might get influenced only watches the outcome. Reads the title, watches the thumbnail, the checks. That 5-second disclaimer, and I don't care if you put disclaimers in the description, nobody reads that stuff. Nobody reads disclaimers, man. So, I'm asking for too much, I think. But not really, guys. Not really. I want these guys to make a dedicated video talking about what I'm talking about. Can they do it? Can they make a video that goes against the grain of what they're showing you and say, hey, you know, I could win. I am winning. I have the bankroll to chase, but don't do what I'm doing. because you'll fail. You will fail. Now, a lot of you guys talk about, hey, it's the casino's money. They're turning the RTP way up when they know they're playing. Nah, I don't think that's the case. At least sometimes that's not the case. Look what happened to NG in his $1 million celebration video. He lost $1 million, a real $1 million. He didn't fake it, saying I played $1 million, but didn't actually play. No, he played $1 million. Over $1 million. And he's planning on doing it again. The Venetian totally kicked his ass. They chewed him up and spit him out. The power of losing NG right there. There's no power there. There's a power of losing $1 million. That's what that is. Right, NG? So I don't think that they do any kind of trickery in that sense. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole just yet, okay? But I will say this. The casinos do go out of their way. The casinos give them special free plays, okay? They know they're coming. The red carpet is being, welcomed. Flights, Rolls Royces, tickets to shows, all that stuff they get. They get all that food. They get everything. Champagne, caviar, tacos, street tacos. But as far as them casinos giving them money to gamble, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't believe in that. They can, like I said, give them free plays. Do they manipulate the machines? That I don't know. I can't tell you that, guys. And I care about what you guys see out there. That's why I show the realities of this thing. It's not popular to talk about it. It's not flashy. It's not sexy. It doesn't get views. If you don't hold up a check or you don't shake your ass on a thumbnail, guess what? You're not getting any super clicks. Some people are waking up to this. I read comments from other videos saying, hey man, we're tired of your clickbaity shit here. And stop clickbaiting us. Stop treating us like idiots. We're not idiots. We're not idiots anymore. Because we go to the casino, we try what you did, and we lose. What's up with that, man? What's up with trying to get majors and never hitting one? What's up with that? But so-and-so are getting majors every video. They're betting big to get those majors, but we're talking about top majors here, guys. They're not even betting max. Some channels, they're not even betting the max. For example, the max could be $2,500 on a $50,000 major, but they're getting it at $50. They're getting it at $100, which is almost minimum bet for that machine. So how is it that we are struggling to get that major on countless sessions, guys? Countless sessions. It's crazy. How is it that they're getting it? Well, I have one reason why they're getting it. If you do something long enough, you will eventually hit it. And if you have a lot of resources to spend, because hey, we don't have the resources, right? Our sessions are short. They're 20 minutes, 30 minutes, we move on. But they can sit there for hours, record every single spin, go through thousands and thousands of dollars until they finally break even. They're not going to tell you this in video. They're not going to tell you what they did beforehand. They're just going to post a clip showing you the money in, right? The money in. They're going to show you that. Ever seen one of these videos where they start with a random number like, we got $24,567 in the machine. How the hell did you have $24,655 in the damn machine? Anyway. Random tickets, how did you start with that? I'll tell you how. Probably recorded different segments until they found that right hit. All right? I love this colors, guys. I love photography, you know that, right? So I somewhat understand what light does to an image. This is called backlighting. Backlighting adds dimension to a photograph or a scene. Okay, backlight. We have the sun directly behind the subject, and the subject is the tree, and it's adding effect. It's adding dimension to the image. So if you were to stand here, it'd be perfect lighting. That's how it works. Lesson 101. Beautiful home. Beautiful freaking home. I love it. I feel like I'm in the woods. So if you do this, you'll eventually hit a home run. And that's what these guys, a lot of them are showing you. The home runs. And what do the home runs do? Number one, they get them more views. Number two, they get them more subscribers. Number three, you guys think that they're winners and the rest of us are losers. Number four, they have this magic touch that we who likes Pauly Shore? Encino Man, Son-in-Law, great movies. Am I right or am I wrong? More clicks, more views, more thinking that they're magicians, more thinking that they know the trick. I know how to do this, you don't. Follow me. And I'm just blessed. I'm just lucky. No, you're not blessed and you're not lucky. You just have money. And you just have the resources. You have the followers to make more money. And you're turning that into bigger, better, more exciting videos. That's the game. That's the game they're playing. And good on them, you know? Hell, some of you guys reference this whole game of YouTube as they found a racket to feed their addiction, which is gambling. Whatever. Like I said, you can't hate the game and you can't hate the player, but you can hate the result. You can hate the effect that this is causing with thousands of addicted gamblers out there thinking that they can be just like the superheroes on YouTube. And I'm talking about this openly, guys, because it's real, because it's true, because it needs to be said. Oh man, I feel good. This walk is needed. Go out there, guys, even on your days off, go out there and walk, man. It is the best thing you can do for yourself. Look, I'm not hating on the game. I'm not hating on the player. I'm not hating on these casinos. It's our power. We have the power in our hands. See this right here? Hold that thought, okay? We have the power in our hands. But this right here, guys, this is freaking stupid. I can't believe that no one in the city thinks that this is okay. This is very dangerous. And this is not okay. The amount of tax, property tax the city collects, you think this is freaking okay? Come on, man. Fix that shit. Freaking, how much do we pay in tax here? 10% sales tax too? On top? 10.25. Or is it 10.75? I don't know. We have the highest sales tax in all of the state. Why? You don't even get the shit fixed. So, what was I saying? I was so angry at that. Okay, yeah, you have the power, guys. You hold the cards all the time. You have the power to stop supporting. You have the power to stop going. It's what you do on this day forward that counts. You're your own person. Free will, guys. You fight off the addictions. Think about how losing feels. You're sick of that environment. Are you sick of these people? Are you sick of these sick people? Are you sick of the attitudes? The way casinos make you feel? Harness the power, the real power, and don't go. Or limit your time. Or limit your budget. Leave your cards at home. Leave your credit cards at home. Leave everything at home. Always have an emergency budget just in case. Stashed away in your car. Why? Well, you might need a tow truck or something. You might need something like that. So, gas, a ride, a taxi, whatever. You might need something. Food. But never touch that emergency extra wallet that you have. But who listens to that shit? I mean, the power of gambling is so strong that we lose all sense of importance when we lose money. We lose all sense of right and wrong when we lose. All sense of right and wrong. Is it right that we took our bill money and gambled it away? No. But we're not thinking that at the moment. We're thinking, hey, we're going to win. Is it wrong to touch our bill money after we lose our entertainment money? Of course it is. But we don't think of that. I'll make it back. Somehow. I have this friend I can borrow from. Somehow. I can go pawn my wedding ring. Somehow. We have those things to fall back on, but that becomes problems. For some reason, gamblers lose all sense of importance about finances. That all goes out. And the losing takes control. So the gambling is so powerful. These casinos are so powerful to detach you from your money with a sense of hope that you're going to hit the grand. That it becomes destructive in your life. In your life. Right, Daniel? In your life. Oh, Lord. For some reason, man, I like that guy. I like saying his things, his catchphrases. $100-inos. Oh, Lord. Bam, bam, bam. We're in a new machine, guys, and we're gonna do it. No, don't do this. No. Guy's cool. I don't know what it is, guys. That spell of gambling. I mean, it just makes the money feel not tangible anymore. It makes the money feel like it's just play money. In reality, it's not. It stops you from paying the bills. It stops you from eating. It stops you from drinking. And you can find yourself out in the streets before too long. It gets you angrier. You might lose your work. You might lose your paychecks. You might lose your job because of your destructive attitude. This might send people into depression and really be destructive in their lives. There's a lot of effects that gambling has, guys. Losing has. But winning is such a good feeling. Have you noticed your attitude's so different when you win in casinos? Oh, I love this place now. Hey, you're saying hi to the casino slot attendants. You're giving people high fives. You have a smile on your face. You're thinking, what a wonderful place this is. Oh my Lord, I feel good here. Same thing when you get to the casino. You're so energized. You're so happy. You have your cigarette. You're feeling good. And then what happens? Things change like this. Your attitude changes like this. All of a sudden, this place is the devil. This place sucks. Oh, get away from me. Slot attendants, don't touch me. Don't talk to me. And when you're winning and the person next to you is winning on a slot, what happens? You high five each other, you talk, you're friendly. But when you're the one losing and the person is winning, you don't even look and acknowledge their jackpot. You're like, mother effer, look at this idiot over here. I can't even hit a bonus. What's wrong with me? Look at this idiot's luck right here. Night and day. Night and day attitude, guys. And why is that? Because winning and losing is such a big contrast that that's the way it is. That's the way it is. And that's what happens, guys. Winning and losing is such a big contrast that it can make you from going crazy to having the best time of your life, toasting to the winners or cursing at the winners, winning and losing. Which brings me to this question. If you were a millionaire, let's say, and there are millionaires out there, I'm talking to you guys. Leave it in the comments. You got a lot of money. You don't have money problems. All right? You don't have financial problems, right? You got a good job, pays a lot of money a year, and you don't have these financial issues that a lot of us do, right? How do you look at gambling? From somebody that goes once in a while. Tell me your habits. Somebody that's well off, has some cushion in the bank, has a nice job, doesn't have any issues of gambling, is not addicted to gambling at all. How do you deal with it? Gotta wait here for the light. $56 minutes and counting, guys. Awesome walk. How do you deal with it? Leave it in the comments. I would love to know how you deal with it. What do you think of the gambling? Do you still get pissed off when you lose, even though it's like pennies to you? There's a saying, right? The wealthier you are, the more money means to you. Is that true? I know guys that are not that wealthy, but hey, money is just a form of living, I guess. They treat money like a form of just surviving. So how does that? I mean, what's the difference there? Is there a difference when you're wealthy, when you don't have these issues? Are you addicted to gambling, being very well off? Have you ever been addicted to gambling? Have you? No, I'd love to know the answers to this right away, because look at these bikes right here. Cool bikes. So, how does that make you feel? Tell me. Leave it in the comments. Because, everybody that's addicted that I know, real hardcore addicts, they're not that well off. They're not well off at all. So, I would love to know your side of the story. Do you gamble? Or do you stay away from that crap? Do you just watch it for entertainment? Do you watch the slot channels for entertainment? And then do you feel like lucky that you don't go and gamble? Then you'll never gamble. Great question for you guys, because everybody's financial situation, walking through the business area here, everybody's financial situation is different. Oops. I'm still recording, but I don't know because it's in low energy here on my phone. But anyway, we'll continue to record. Give me a second. Let me just close this tab here. Come on. There we go. I was going to show you the cats that I saw, but I guess that's not going to happen. Okay. Everybody's financial situation is different, okay? Everybody's life situation is different. All right? You could be... Look at this thing, man. This is cool. Imagine putting like smoke here on a photo shoot. A lot of wind coming from that little hole there. Manhole cover, I guess. Everybody's situation is different. So a lot of us are living with our parents, don't really have responsibilities, Not everything is on everyone's shoulder all the time. You have like maybe a spouse that makes good money, maybe you have parents that, maybe you're young and you're still living at home, maybe you're old and you're still living at home. Yeah, why are you surprised? A lot of 40, 50-year-olds still living with their parents. It's true. It's not a laughing matter. You know? It's not a laughing matter at all, guys. So, yeah. So everybody's situation is different. So, not everything I talk about here equates to people. These scooters are becoming very, very popular, as you see here. So, people love riding them scooters. But I have a certain feeling on that. I think that if you're doing something for recreation, except gambling, but if you're doing something like bike riding, scooter riding, I think you need to do some physical activity. I mean, without that, what's the point? Getting somewhere faster? Fine. Anyway, guys, this was a great talk. I loved this one, episode number 6. The day of the loser and the day after. Causes, the effects, what you should do. Hopefully you had a good time. Episode number 6, Walk and Talk, Storytime Slots, where we talk about gambling and life. If this is your first time here on Storytime Slots, I like doing these walk and talks. So subscribe, give one of these on this video, guys. Because the more we have one of these are called thumbs ups. The more we have thumbs ups, the more YouTube does this thing and pushes this thing out to more people. And what does that do? Brings new people into the discourse in the comments below. We want that. We want new people. We want real people. We want people with ideas. We want people from all walks of life. We don't discriminate here. Doesn't matter your age, doesn't matter your gender, doesn't matter where you're from. Nothing. Doesn't matter. We're all one here. And let's keep it that way. And let's rock and roll, right? So this is your first time. Like, subscribe, and share. I'm motivated to do these a couple times a week for you guys because, number one, it keeps me in check. It's healthy. And it brings you more content, different type of content. Where we can walk and talk as if you're walking next to me. And I have a walking buddy. And we're talking about a topic that we all know about. And if you don't know about it, well, maybe you can learn a thing or two from this ex-guy over here that used to be a high roller and learned a few lessons here and there. Like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you on the next video. This is great time here. Storytime Slots. We'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys. Rock and roll to your soul. All right. See you guys. Bye-bye.